Hey everyone, welcome to my part 2 of how to eliminate impulse or excessive shopping. If you haven't seen the first video, I'd recommend you watch it first. I will link it up here. With that said, let's get going. So in the first video, I talked about what you can do in the moment when you're wanting to reduce that impulse buy. But now I want to talk about 3 mindset shifts that you can kind of practice over time to reduce your overall tendency toward shopping. And I think of this as something that you're constantly doing kind of in the background. It's more preventative. It keeps you from getting to that place where you want to shop. Like building a muscle through exercise, it's something you need to do intentionally, repeatedly, so that it's part of your everyday routine to engage in shifting your mindset. It's not something you just change overnight. It's something you continue to practice over time. To me, this process is just creating mental habits, which to me is actually a little bit easier than having physical habits of exercise. All you gotta do in this case is think. The first mindset shift is to empower yourself against permission-giving thoughts. We all have these types of thoughts where we're creating excuses or reasons why it's okay to break a plan and to make a purchase. It's about identifying these thoughts in the moment when they come up, recognizing that they're problematic, and then replacing those thoughts with a new thought. We have the power to take action in our thought lives, and so why not take action and move yourself towards a more values-based action or behavior? So if in the moment you're confronted with an item you want to buy and you have the thought, I deserve this, maybe a replacement thought could be, maybe I should actually deserve respecting myself and my pocketbook and my hard work that I did to make the money that I have, as opposed to impulsively buying this. Or if the thought is just this once, maybe replace the thought with, you know that it's probably not just this once. You've done this before and you'll do it again. Or if you think, oh, but it won't be on sale forever, perhaps a replacement thought is, but will this item actually bring me deep happiness in the long run? Probably not. The second mindset shift to practice on a regular basis is to spend time actively thinking about why you're shopping, the function of the shopping, and what hole you might be trying to fill. I truly believe that a lot of our behaviors are about filling some kind of emotional hole or gap. And in the case of shopping, we often purchase things to impress other people, to build ourselves up, to seem appealing to other people and to connect with them. And that's an understandable human desire to want to connect. And sometimes our stuff really does express something about us. But at the same time, is it worth all the money we're spending? Are we missing out on a lot of other opportunities in life, more time doing the things we enjoy, being able to take more risks with work, being able to enjoy our work more because we're spending all our money on these little things that don't necessarily get us to where we want to be? Because I think often we'll buy stuff to make up for these insecurities when really the best way to connect with people might be to just sit down with them, have a conversation, and really spending time listening and being engaged with what that other person is saying. I've taught social skills in therapy, and one of the best ways to connect with people, I think, is really just to listen in an active way where you show interest, you reflect back what they're telling you, you express excitement, you engage with your face and your body. All of those types of things are far more, I think, impactful and really connecting with people than buying stuff, because what people really remember when they interact with you is how you made them feel, and often how you made them feel about themselves. And so I think if you can hold off on trying to connect via stuff and put more effort into time and engagement with other people, you're more likely to be successful at really connecting with people. But I think recognizing what that shopping is really doing in your life, what role it's playing in improving your mood or affecting your day, can help us step back and not just give in to those moments when we have an urge to shop. Honestly, I do think it took me a while to realize that that process was part of what was happening for me when I was shopping, that it really was about making myself happier and getting excited about the idea of impressing other people. It's kind of embarrassing to admit that, in all honesty, but that was part of it. It still is part of some of my purchases, I'm not gonna lie, but at least now I've admitted to it to myself. I'm a little bit more aware of it, and it allows me to step back and realize, okay, wow, Aylin, buying this one sweater isn't gonna make you new friends. It's just not. And I think just the more awareness we can bring to that cycle of buying stuff, the more likely we are to be able to be more in control. I'm not saying we have to stop shopping entirely. I still make fun purchases for myself, but I do think that by slowing the process down, by being aware of what is happening for me in the moment, I'm able to take more control and make more intentional purchases. That way, I'm also able to make fewer purchases and buy the things that I actually want, as opposed to kind of the cheap knockoff. The third mindset shift I want to discuss today is increasing mental and behavioral engagement in meaningful or enjoyable activities. So let me break that down for a second. What I mean by mental engagement is just thinking about fun stuff in your life more, or meaningful stuff in your life more. So instead of thinking about shopping and scrolling through social media all the time and clicking on ads, actually spending time thinking about your hobbies or things you enjoy or accomplishments you want to make, and going through and spending time imagining it, thinking about it, as well as behavioral engagement. So actually going out and doing hobbies, doing things you enjoy, planning things to look forward to, spending time with family and friends, or actually getting out and getting done the thing that's been bothering you that you need to get done, that maybe you've been procrastinating. Basically, I just mean go out, think, and do things that you enjoy and are values consistent. Instead of shopping, catch yourself in that moment when you're starting to scroll online or go out and shop, and do something else. Just replace it with something that's fun. And part of this might be actually spending time thinking about, well, what do I find fun? What do I care about? How do I want to be spending my time more? But just spending more time thinking about that, like what would I rather do with my time than shopping, can really help kind of pull yourself out of that same script you've been following of just sitting on your couch, scrolling on your phone, and instead spending your time in a way that's more values consistent and more you. For me, in my life, I've found that I've started doing more things like reading. I've done more hobbies in general, like this YouTube channel. It's been kind of a fun space for me creatively to think of video ideas, to create the videos, edit them, and also kind of help me on my minimalism journey and staying accountable to myself. I think putting this out there has really helped me try to reduce shopping. And so I do think that finding new hobbies, finding new ways to spend time has really helped me reduce shopping and basically live more intentionally. I'm not perfect yet. I'm still on this journey. I still sometimes scroll through stuff on social media, but I really think that re-engaging my brain and my time makes me feel better about myself. And it also just allows me to move forward in new ways in life. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts about these 3 mindset shifts and what's worked for you in shifting your brain so that in the long run, you don't have as many urges to go shopping. I could use all the tips I can get, so I'm definitely open to any and all ideas. If you enjoyed the video at all, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe via the button below. Those things do support my channel, so if you're willing to do it, I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Look out for part 3 of this video series. Bye.